Welcome to my tarot card reading for April 2018, Aries, and this is Manu Tarot. Let's start immediately with your reading, my dear Aries. We have here Oya, Ochun, and the Moon. Okay? And what we have here is the energy of Osa, Irosun, and Ogunda. Okay? If you understand what I'm talking about, then you have more or less an idea of the message that is bringing forward with all the warnings and advices. Okay? If you add Osa, Irosun, Ogunda, you will have number 19. So 19, 1 plus 9, it is 10. Okay? 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So we have Ofun and Okana operating behind the scenes. If you understood all this, you know what the warnings and the advice for this sign. Okay? We have here the Nine of Cups, Moon, Pisces, Venus, Taurus, Moon. So notice Moon here, and then the Moon here. A big emphasis again to the Moon. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to start with is this is a very volatile energy. Okay? It's very volatile. So be very careful because we have the Moon, the unconscious, the subconscious, emotions. So it's like signaling that there is a propensity during this month of you of taking decisions in an impulsive way. But in this case, the emotions are the one ruling. So you're going to take decisions, but the emotions are the ones being behind. And if we're talking about the unconscious, then we would be talking about defense mechanisms that some way, somehow get activated. And it's going to cloud your judgment, and it's going to force you to make a decision that instead of helping you out, is going to drag you during this month. Okay? We have here the Seven of Swords that is signaling that there are decisions that are going to be taken which do not solve anything at all. They make it worse or keep it the same way. So be very careful how you interact during this month. Don't let feelings, emotions cloud your judgment. Okay? Don't let them push you into action in an impulsive way because you're not going to think. Okay? Don't let the logic part of your brain be clouded by raw emotions. Okay? We have here the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Coins, Cups. I'm sorry, Cups. So again, it's like you're going to, whatever you're going to do, like for example, if you are at work, just be very, very careful what you do. Okay? If there's paperwork, make sure that all the paperwork is properly signed. Okay? Like, look at it 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times if it is needed. Because it's like during this month, your mind is not going to be clear and you might make a mistake and it might cost you. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is letting you know that the energy is not very positive in that aspect. Okay? So check and double check and triple check any paperwork. Just make sure that everything is signed at work. It might have a negative impact in you if you don't do it. If you have your own business, what I'm saying is very careful with the purchases that you make, the agreements that you agree upon, because it's going to tie you up and it's going to have a negative impact. In other words, this is a time because we have Taurus, Venus, house number 2, income, money. It's going to have a negative impact money-wise. Okay, money, income is going to affect. Is going to be affected by your decisions during this month. So be careful during this month. Okay, don't let the emotions be the ones dictating how to react. Okay, be very, very careful in that aspect. Okay, relationship wise, what the tarot cards are talking about is that there might be, it could be a marriage of convenience. Okay, it could be a marriage of convenience. So be very careful, because what we're talking about is not a symbiotic kind of relationship. We're not talking about symbiotic behavior. It's more parasitic. So you have to be careful with people also, because people might come to your life, but there might be more like a parasite than anything else. Okay, they might want you to get into some kind of agreement, but you are the one doing all the work or the job, all you know what I mean, right? So you're doing everything and the other person is getting the benefit. So be very, very careful during this month as well. That's more or less what the tarot cards are describing here. What else we have? Like I said, Oja, this is very, very, very rarified air. It's like a very, very subtle energy, if I can call it like that, but it's not subtle in the sense that it's soft, gentle, just in the sense that it's an energy that it is very, it's air, it's an air energy, it's all mind, but it's very unstable. And then we have the moon here. So what we're talking about is mental disorders, psychiatric disorders. We're talking about mania, perhaps hypomania. We're talking about bipolar. We're talking about schizophrenia. So if there is a psychiatric patient in your family, there might be a propensity that there's going to be a relapse. The person might have an episode of mania, hypomania, schizophrenia, bipolar syndrome disorder. Do you get me, right? If, Aries, you are a patient, a psychiatric patient, be very careful. Make sure that you take your medications, make sure that you do everything properly, because it's signaling that there's a possibility of having that experience, a relapse. Okay? We have the moon Pisces, and astrology, karmic astrology, this is signaling something related with karma. So whatever you do, like I said, irosum, so karma, whatever you do is going to have a direct impact in your life during this month. So be very careful again. That's again the warning and advice coming forward is be very careful. Okay, whatever you do is going to have a direct impact in your life, and is highly probably going to affect you financially. Okay, so be very careful during this month. I mentioned health-wise. I gave a few examples, so you have an idea. So to finalize, if you're going to make a decision, make sure that you have the proper professional, an attorney, a lawyer, whatever you want to call the professional. It could be a doctor, it could be a psychiatrist, it could be a psychologist. Okay, always consult with a professional before making important decisions. Okay, because this might have an impact in the financial aspect. Okay. I think that would be all. And till the next one, Aries, April 2018.